And we also have an update that has just come in, and a reaction from the Deputy Chief Minister, who's reacted to this entire issue. He says that the state government wants a certain percentage of jobs to be given to locals. He's also responding to the apprehension expressed by a lot of industrialists, and DKS says that the government is ready to make certain exemptions.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರ ಸ್ವಾಭಿಮಾನವನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿ ಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅಧಿಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನಾವು ಖಾಸಗಿ ಬೋರ್ಡನ್ನು ಹಾಕುವಂಥ ವಿಚಾರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಂಗಡಿಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನು ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ವಿಚಾರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಧ್ವಜ ಬಳಕೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಭಾಷೆ ಬಳಕೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡತಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಗಳನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಕಡ್ಡಾಯವಾಗಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರು ಇರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಆ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರಿಗೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ತೀರ್ಮಾನವನ್ನು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ.
ಕಿರಣ್ ಮುಜುಮ್ದಾರ್ ಶಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಯೋಕನೂರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೋಹನ್ ದಾಸ್ ಇಬ್ರು ಕೂಡ ವಿರೋಧ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ನುರಿತ ಅಂತ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರು ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಇರೋ ಕಡೆ ನಾವು ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರ್, ನಾವು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಟೆಕ್ನಿಷಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದಿಂದನೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳೆದಿರೋರು. ಟೆಕ್ನಿಷಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಆ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಏನು ಹಂಗೆ ಅಂತ ಏನು ನಾವು ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ತರಬೇಕು.
ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಾ ಸರ್, ಏನಾದರೂ ಸೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್?
The BJP has said, Deepak, that this is nothing but desperation. But I was just listening in very closely to this reaction that came in from DK Shivkumar, and how many times, Deepak, he's mentioned the word Kannada. He says Kannada flag, Kannadigas, Kannada language, Kannada culture, jobs for Kannadigas. So you clearly realize the larger political import or the capital that he wants to achieve. But how does he counter this entire argument that a lot of people today are saying that this is regressive? This possibly could also be unconstitutional.
Well, one definitely has to think whether enough thought process has gone into this particular decision by the state government. While, of course, the bill has to be tabled, it's still a draft, but you saw some of them jumping the gun, including the Chief Minister himself, who initially said there would be 100% reservation in C&T category for in companies, and that tweet was later deleted. Now, eventually, of course, now they've come back to 50% and 75% reservation in the draft bill. In fact, it talks about 70, but you have the minister, the chief minister, putting out a post that they're talking about 75 in non-managerial posts and 50% reservation in managerial posts. Now, the question is, on one hand, the deputy chief minister talks about Brand Bengaluru. You have the industries minister and several others, of course, who are talking about how they want to bring in more investments, improve, the tech infra in, Bengaluru and different parts of the state as well, bring in more companies to set up shop here. If they do bring in such laws, is that going to be in any way detrimental in that interest that the state government also is, of course, saying that they are going to work towards, is the question that comes up. More importantly, as they really combat the BJP in the assembly now with the Valmiki scam, with the alleged Muda scam, and all of it, of course, which the BJP continues to attack them over, whether this is something that takes the attention off that and whether it is being placed in the nick of time is the question that also could be raised.
Absolutely, and the left, is not mincing any words. They are saying this is parochial, regressive politics by the Congress. Clearly, you will see a lot of backlash as far as that comment is concerned, Deepak. Just allow me a moment. As we'll get more reactions on that story, Karnataka ministers have also responded to this ongoing debate on the new bill. Speaking to Times Now, the state labour minister, Santosh Lat, says that the government respects the opinion of the corporate bigwigs. But then, look at what he says. He says, doesn't the state have enough skill to provide a 50% staff considering the quality of the educational institutions in the state? So he is justifying why this needs to be done. Let's listen in to that full reaction.
In my state, why do you feel there is no potential? Why do you feel there is no talent here? If there is any justification to it, why you feel there is no number of colleges are less here? in the whole of country, number of colleges, engineering colleges, medical, ITI, nursing, you name every bit of it, even international schools are here. One of the best international schools are here. Why do you feel there is no talent here? So ultimately, if there are any suggestions or with this, if they are able to fail, really it's going to hamper their business, we can always look into it. But as of now, let's see if they have got any apprehensions, they can always give in writing to us. We'll look into that.
And in more updates, we have more reactions that continue right now to come in from the government and the centre in particular, who are slamming the government and also say that this is nothing but, again, regressive politics. That's a reaction that you see right now. Also on your screens, we are standing by also to get our colleague Meenakshi, who's going to read more details into that reaction that, remember, has just come in from Jayant Chaudhary. And he continues, remember, again to say that when you have a state mandating 100% reservation in private sector, he says this is a move completely unwarranted. It reeks of bad politics, bad economics. Meenakshi, what does he say?
Well, yes, Deepthi. So we have a reaction from Jayant Chaudhary, and this is a social media post. It's very significant, this tweet which has been put out by Jayant Singh, because of his designation. He's the union minister. He has the Minister of State independent charge when we speak of the Ministry of Skill Development. What has he said? He says, as you were also telling our viewers, that the Karnataka state mandating up to 100% reservations in private sectors for locals, he says, and I quote, regressive and bad economics. I've spoken on this previously as well, and I believe that such measures by any state are violative of constitutional rights of all Indians. So this is a big statement coming in from the side of Jayant Singh.
All right, Meenakshi, for the moment, thank you for getting us that quick reaction. But when it comes to Karnataka and its many mantris, they continue to say that this is a step that was warranted. Addressing the concerns of the industrialists, the Karnataka Large and Medium Industries Minister, M.B. Patil, has also spoken up on the issue. He says that the interest of both the locals and the industrialists will be kept in mind, and he says a meeting would be held later with the Chief Minister in this regard.
So we have got myself, IT Minister, Law Minister, Labour Minister. We'll all meet the Honourable Chief Minister when we'll resolve all these issues. And I assure that, number one, Karnataka's interests are protected, so they do not have any apprehensions. At the same time, the industries, whatever the apprehensions they have got, or whatever they have understood, all these things will be addressed by us.
And do remember, it's important again and again to reiterate that a step like this clearly has a lot of concerns. But what about different governments? Different governments have time and again done this and defended it. The next reaction we also have is coming in from the Karnataka IT Minister, Priyank Kharge. And he again says that there is no need to panic. We will take everyone on board. And he says, what's wrong in case we propose a quota like this?
The bill has been brought in by the Labour Department. They are yet to consult with the industry, the Minister of Industry and with Department of Information Technology. I'm sure that before coming up with the rules of the bill, they will have due consultations with the respective ministries and, more importantly, a wider consultation with the industry. So there is no need to panic. We are going to safeguard the jobs for the state as well as encourage investments in the industries with their consultation.
So Priyank Kharge says that there is clearly no need to panic. But the new bill has not gone down very well with some of the top industry titans who voiced their strong dissent, whether on camera or even off the camera. Decrying this bill on the social media, Mohandas Pai, who's the chairman of the Aryan Capital, says that the bill is regressive, it is discriminatory, and it should be junked. Taking a sarcastic swipe, he's also asking if the government officers would be a part of the recruitment panel then of the private sector. We also have a reaction that has come in from Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, Executive Chairman of Biocon, and she also, while writing on the social media and voicing concerns that this move should not affect the leading tech position of the state. The National Association of Software and Service Companies also has come down heavily on the bill, and it says that this move could result in an exodus of companies from the state of Karnataka.